Good evening, and welcome to the Heikadelic Show. We would like to take this moment to let you know that viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised. So sit back, have yourself a nice cool drink or hot drink, and enjoy the show. And welcome once again to the Heikadelic Show. So yeah, those Halloween haunt guys are really something, aren't they? I like the video, and they're kind of scary. But I hope to see them again, maybe live next time. But I am going to check out their socials and look them up on Facebook for sure. And I'm going to like them because I like them. See you next time.
Oh, hey, you made it.
Hey,
Oh,
how's
George.
everybody?
George.
What happened to George?
Oh, George.
George does that. He's classic at it.
Whoa.
He just like, oh,
Wow, he just like
Just-
poof.
well, is it time to get our drinks?
Yeah,
Oh,
I got mine.
The show is almost over.
Hi, Melanie.
Oh.
Number one again.
So, I believe
We gotta have her
next
on the show
Wednesday
one day.
We're gonna have Mel on.
Ah, there we go. Now we're talking.
Sandra.
Oh,
just under
hey.
the wire.
Cheers, Sandra.
Hello, Sandra.
Wow, George, you just like vanished. That was like magic. Poof.
I think do a beer run or Guinness
All
run.
right. Speaking of beer run, can you do something
wait
for
a
us
second,
all?
Wait a second. Wait
Wait,
one
wait.
second.
Wait.
No, yeah, he made a question. He already threw out a question right there, basically. Okay, George, you first said beer run, and then you said Guinness run.
Mhm.
So, are you saying that Guinness is not beer?
Well, no, I was being specific, not just beer.
Oh,
You're just
Well-
being specific. Okay.
Well, I could, I could have said, nectar of the gods.
I wouldn't go that far.
nectar of the gods, voice of the gods, voice
Bubbles
like
that
an
go
angel.
down.
Oh,
It's a
wow.
hand with a ball
All right.
in it.
All right, on your marks, get set,
Oh,
go.
Cheers, everybody.
cheers.
So good.
La 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 la, cha la 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 la. Hey, Sandra.
Ah,
I don't know if I said that yet, but I'm saying it. No, I'm
that
saying,
first one is always the best, right?
is
That
it?
first poof. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that the first one of the night or the first one out of everyone?
that's the first one of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'll go along with that.
When we do the
So,
cheers, boom, you take that first swig, ice cold beer. Oh, just the best.
Put you back in this chair, yeah. That's
Pretty
awesome.
much. So, how's everybody?
Good.
It's been a whole freaking week since I saw you guys last.
I know.
Yeah. Pretty
All right,
great.
cheers, Melanie. And for those people that are watching that do not know what the background is, that would be Country Stop Burger, the finest dining establishment in Southern Ontario,
in
up in-
Ballantrae.
up in Ballantrae on Highway 48. Country Stop Burger, look them up. And when you see Danny or Michelle behind the counter, tell them the Heikadelic Show sent you.
All right.
A little
Maybe
charge
Yeah.
I
as well.
want to go there.
And what you do is you tell them you want one of these.
Oh,
Put it on front.
It's a little
got a double click.
background.
Danny will make you
Oh.
anything you want.
Yeah. He will. He'll make you breakfast for lunch if you want it. He'll make you.
Yep. And you want
Steak
to,
sandwich?
if you want a burger that other people look at and goes, how the hell did he eat that?
Oh.
There you go. That's what Danny will make you if you want it.
Hmm.
Oh.
Like obviously
There's-
you have to cut that sucker down, right? Like
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
You,
gotta
I think you
squish
put
it.
the
You gotta-
top bun on it and you just squish it down flat and just give her.
Yeah,
I
That
know a few
actual-
people that- I know a
That
few
actual
people that
hamburger
are
has
big enough
2 pounds of beef in it.
Ugh.
that you got it.
That's more in that one there. That's more burgers than I eat in a year. Just that one. That'll last me all year. That one.
Yeah.
So what they're
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
There's the twins
There,
right
George, you
there.
got one for yourself and one for the missus.
A lovely
There you go.
pair. What a lovely pair, as we say.
The twins.
Oh, yeah, what a lovely pair you got.
Ah. I'm hungry now. Thanks.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Lucien?
Is that Russian
Hi
or
there.
Hebrew? I can't really tell.
That looks like,
Well, hello to you.
it might be
I'm not-
Ukrainian, you know.
Lucien.
I don't
Yes,
know.
Ukrainian.
Yeah.
That's right.
Could be Ukrainian.
Anyway,
Yeah, the writing though that looks Russian, so that's Ukrainian too, right? Kind of.
right,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they
yeah.
kind of border, right?
Well, thanks for watching the Heikadelic show. That's really
Yes.
cool.
That's on Twitch there.
Dziękuję bardzo.
It's
That's the
from
best I can do.
Twitch land.
So, what were we talking about just before the show started?
Well,
We
you
said,
wanna
"Hey,
know
we
what
should."
we were talking about what George's backside looked like,
Oh, right.
right?
Don't we always?
Really?
We
I heard.
especially at this time of night we do.
Yeah.
I don't have to run upstairs and get. And Liz is going.
Get your backside. I thought you had it in your backside.
I said no. I had to come get some masking tape for my backside.
Oh, hang on a second.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's one of
Hey,
them.
folks, it's time for George's backside, my favorite part of the show. So sit back and have a look at his backside. And you can catch George out in the clubs, DJing, that's right, flipping those discs, and whatever else he does. But hey, right now, I just want you to focus on his backside and come up with some answers.
All right.
That was smooth.
Oh, you got to make them big. 33.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
quick.
I think-
Yeah, you got to make the screen, but we can't see nothing. Oh,
We got to go full
my
screen.
poor. Oh, I got to turn my light off too, maybe. That hurts my.
oh, is that
eyes.
why you look so pale? There you go.
Yeah, no, that hurts the eyes,
Yeah, it
especially
does.
when you're high.
I don't know.
Oh,
Can,
So it's
can we
only
make that?
a
Can we make
backing
him
band.
full screen?
Is that like Rod Stewart or something? No.
I'm
I don't
going
know.
by the hair. It's got to be Rod Stewart or like David Bowie.
Is that the official? Oh, they
Rod
both going for
Stewart.
Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart. Okay.
Dang.
I'll go for Bowie.
Yeah.
David Bowie.
Okay, wait a second here. Let's
That's
ask some
50
questions before we just blindly start shooting out answers. So, who is the backing band? Do they have a name?
This is a band. This guy here. Oh, here. There we go. Is
Sandra's
like-
asking what year.
This particular album came out in 1978.
Ooh,
And the lead singer, whose face you can't see, went on to a very successful solo career.
ah,
1978. That band came out,
Yeah.
and now, and when did they start their solo career?
I would say mid early-ish 70s, something like that.
Okay, can
Yeah.
can I see the other guys now that I can see it?
I actually saw him live in 1977.
wow.
You saw them live in 1977, so they're English.
They're English. Saw him at a place called Rafters in Manchester, England, my hometown.
Wow.
Not Rod Stewart in '79.
It'll probably be the lead singer more than the name of the band that you'll get if you ask the right questions.
Ah,
Okay, so if I ask the right question, so is it somebody's name like Huey Lewis in the News, like that type of a name?
No, they were just
Just a name.
And then he went on to a solo career, like from the 80s onward, early 80s, I think.
It's not.
26.
No, I'm thinking later than that.
Go on.
So this is when? This is '79. You said
This 78, this particular album. came
78.
out.
Come on, fans. Let's see your guesses. Can't let Derek get it every week, so someone's got to kick his butt here.
Yeah. What year? Tom Waite we got here.
Tom Waite is Tom Waite British? It's not
No, Tom Waite's not British.
78.
No
Okay,
idea.
so did their solo career outshine their
Yeah, big time. Yeah, big time.
big time?
Mm.
So are they like a very well-known person?
They were well known in England, and I assume they were well known over here till the lead singer branched out on his own.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw him, he had actually red hair, dyed red hair, not the blonde hair you could see.
Huh.
Rod Stewart, of course.
No, we said Rod Stewart.
Oh, we didn't.
Not Rod Stewart, English.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Duran Duran, is it?
It's Duran Duran, a swing and a miss from Derek.
Yeah, it's just threw it out there.
Obviously, Kathy's not on.
Yeah.
Oh no, because the singer never. Yeah, who was it? Was it
Simon Le
Gone?
Bon. Simon Le
Let's
Bon.
see.
Yeah. No, he never.
Oh wait, we got Billy Idol.
Who's
Is
guessing?
that
Billy?
Generation X? Wait a second. Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Melanie.
Yeah, Melanie.
Melanie.
Yeah.
Nice job, Melanie.
All right.
Good guess.
Billy.
Yeah.
And there's the
Awesome.
lads.
Generation X. It is. Yeah.
Yeah, Generation X is correct.
Ah,
Yeah. One from
Look
the
at that.
archives there, kids. From
Billy
all the
Idol.
tuners.
Yeah.
that's when everybody had hair.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Hey, still got
Looks a
hair.
bit like
Not much.
Sting, doesn't it? Look like Sting from here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, he does kind of look like Sting
Yeah,
there.
if you look quickly and look away, you think, oh, it's Sting, wouldn't you?
Looks like
I just noticed that, actually.
Derek's
Yeah.
singer and
Well,
guitar
when
player.
we went to see them live, it was somebody's leaving do from when I had a day job as a
So you saw
copywriter
Generation X.
in 1977, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And,
Wow.
And I've seen Billy Idol since. Where did I see him? I've seen him somewhere. But like we went because it was a catalogue firm. You know, he did the catalogues and everything. And the guy from the Young Menswear came out, and he's dressed in a three-piece suit because he used to get all these
Okay.
samples. He used to give me jackets and everything. But he was there. And we went to what was punk night at the Rafters. It was a disco the rest of the week, but they had this punk night on a Thursday.
Right.
It's Generation X, and he was out on the dance floor pogoing. You know, he's got glasses, he's got his three-piece suit and a tie on, his pogoing, and like the security came over and got him to get off the floor because he thought he was trying to aggravate people.
So for people who don't know what pogoing is what
yeah.
they call moshing before moshing.
Right, boing boing, they're all doing it, and he's
Bouncing.
everyone else got ripped t-shirts and everything, and he's like, he's three-pin green. It was a green three-piece pinstripe suit.
Nice.
Can you believe it? I still know him actually. But yeah, never known anybody to get told to leave the dance floor when they're improperly dressed like that.
I know, eh?
Could you please leave the dance floor? You've not got the right gear on. we have our standards.
Depends what kind of concert you're at, right?
Because we went straight from work, right? I just put a shirt on or whatever, what. But he came in, he went and got a suit from his sample room and wore that,
Perfect.
because we went to the pub first and then we went into Manchester itself.
Wow.
The things you do. 1977. It doesn't seem that long ago when you say it quickly.
No?
Well, to me, that seems like a lifetime ago.
It is a
77,
lifetime
I
ago.
was 3.
Wow.
There's people that don't live that long.
I know. I am lucky. I have friends who haven't lived this long.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. It's like crazy.
That's crazy.
So,
Well, at least we're
guys,
still all here.
yeah.
So,
Well,
Generation X. Wow, good for you.
Generation
That's
X.
cool.
But, you never know what I'll find back there.
Yeah.
I wanna go
See,
to
that's weird
I don't know how that survived, but yeah, it's still there.
because I saw Generation Axe.
Axe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
My friend had a whack of old punk CDs, and when he got married, he got rid of them.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was, or not CDs, sorry, records.
Mhm.
And I'm like, dude, what did you ever do with those? Because he had like 5 or 6 milk crates of just old punk, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
What did you do with that? He goes, "Oh, just gave it away."
So
Yeah.
I see Murph's on,
I did
and he's asking him about
Yeah,
whether
I haven't
any
heard anything about this.
shooting. Yeah, they announced that 2 people were dead and the other 3 probably in critical, but
Mhm.
nothing more that has been said about it because I went on
Where was it?
actually up by UIT, the university on
Yeah.
Simcoe.
Simcoe, yeah. Simcoe
There's a
North.
little strip mall
It's
that
like
has
TLB. Yeah, TLB or something. It's got like 3 letters in the name, the club, right, or the bar.
the bar's Boulevard. So
BLD, yeah. BLD.
yeah, but I don't really know any details. It's a little unnerving because my daughter just graduated about a year ago from there, but that stuff can happen just about anywhere. But it's really not. It's not a lowbrow bar. It's actually in a very nice plaza. But I don't know. I just don't know what to think.
So
about.
was it like a targeted shooting, or was it just somebody with a gun who has?
I don't think it was.
No.
Those things are rarely random, are they? When you're in a bar like that.
No, they're not. Especially in Oshawa, usually most of that stuff I've found is either drug or gang related.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Right.
Could be.
Yeah.
I mean, with everything that's going on, in terms of threats of violence at schools and gun threats and stuff like that, and killings, and
Nice. Freaking awesome.
Yeah. Well,
Mm.
yeah.
Not really.
So, anyway, don't know anything about it.
Okay.
But,
What's that there? Murph says he has a cassette. Any of you guys know what a cassette is? What is that?
you know what? Actually,
Teenage
hey,
Head.
Kathy's on.
Hi, Kathy.
Hello, Kathy.
Nice picture. So actually, hey Murph, we had a couple on here that has a company called Tarantula Tapes. You might want to look them up. I don't know if I have their is it tarantulatapes.com, Derek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be CA. Let me just check.
.ca. Check it out. It's pretty amazing. They have artists. I guess they work out some kind of deal with artists to put them on cassette. I'd actually like to talk to them about putting the Maniacs on cassette. I think that would be so awesome. And because we haven't released anything yet formally, that would be a fun thing to do. So
Yeah. So all you people that have old cars can actually play it.
yeah. So
So it looks like Tarantula Tapes. It directs you to the Bandcamp, which the first Friday of every month, Bandcamp gives 100% of the proceeds to the artist. Just so everybody knows that. First Friday of every month. And they have a Facebook page as well, Instagram, of course. But
Right.
it doesn't look like they actually have a website.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So I would direct you to go to social media. Use the Book of Face. Or,
Like they may be smart about it on Instagram and stuff like that, but because that's where the real talent lives, right? So
Yeah.
Discog. So guys, I want to ask a question. I don't want this to turn into like a stereotyping thing or
one of those questions, eh?
like that. But here's a little bit of a rant, and I'm trying to understand it because I really don't. These just must be really stupid people.
This is Ringo's rant.
Yes. So I've been looking at here. Let me just zoom myself up because I do like that.
You like zooming yourself out? Oh, there you go.
So I've been looking at like online on Kijiji as well as Facebook and Marketplace, and I've been looking at apartment rentals, right?
Yeah.
And help me understand how you can ask for Okay, so asking for no pets, no smoking, I get that. If that's a preference, I'm not even sure that legally they can ban pets because pets are part of your family. But regardless, if that's a preference, but when they're asking for a specific tenant from a specific background or heritage, is that even
Really?
legal? Is that
What?
even
So are
No.
you
legal?
saying like, hey, I have a place for sale, but I only want Canadians who've lived here for 4 years to come? Is that what
Yes,
you're
as
saying?
a
Or
loose example. No, it's
yes,
not. In fact, I think I don't know if I'd be okay with that. But like, no, this is this is very direct. Like,
like
So you
I
can't
am a
stay here
cow and
unless
I am a cow and I am
you can
a black and white Holstein cow and I only want other black and white Holstein cows in my
exactly.
pasture.
Well, something like that, Derek, but more so about like, yeah, probably targeting a community. Um, and that's nice and everything, but to me that's segregation and it should be outright illegal. In fact, when you look at real estate ads now, they say that they don't discriminate.
Mhm.
But these fucking landlords who think they can do this shit should
Yeah.
be just not allowed to post this stuff, right? Sorry. I just think it's bullshit. All right.
Yeah.
So as a Canadian, I believe anybody who is a Canadian has a right to live anywhere as long as they can afford it. In fact, this whole concept around bid wars for rentals, like, come on, it should be almost a first come first serve. But they're pushing people to pay like a year's rent up front. So if you're
Oh,
not,
come on. That's
well, yeah, no,
bullshit.
it's a thing, Hike, and it's there are cool landlords out there that are saying, hey, you know what, we understand that you have a pet, we understand that and they're super cool, you get to meet them, and but they right now there's a lot of discrimination, I find. Not I find
Mhm.
I'm going to start clipping shit off the thing and I'm going to post it on here because I really
Yeah.
believe that those fucking idiots doing that
Mhm.
are like, we want to abolish racism, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to discriminate. If you live in fucking Canada, you can't discriminate. It's against the law, right? I
That's
mean,
right.
Let's
maybe
fuck
I'm
everyone until everyone turns brown.
no. That's no, that's not cool. No,
Well,
it's
that's
not.
what's gonna happen, right?
It's not
Yeah.
about that. It's about like
No,
why everybody has a heritage. We all come from somewhere in Canada, from other countries and stuff like that. My grandparents immigrated over and all of that, but you know what, like, I think that's just so uncool to segregate. And anyway, that's my rant.
It
All right,
is.
I didn't want
And
to get
how
into.
can you even say you want a year's worth of rent up front?
Oh, it happens all the
How's that
time.
even doable?
And this is the thing, like houses, houses are almost unaffordable now.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you have, I've got, young
People can't
adult
afford
kids,
rent, never mind a year's worth of
right?
rent.
So you got to live with your kids
rent is the
forever,
mortgage
right?
payment now.
So what happens now? So you pay your $25,000 to get your apartment for a year,
Mhm.
and you find out after a month or two that your landlord is an absolute piece of garbage. Now
Yeah,
what do you
which a
do?
lot
You're
of,
not going to get your money back.
yeah,
That's why these
very.
pricks are doing it. So anyone that has that advertised,
Mhm.
nobody should rent
Yeah.
from those people.
Yeah, and I think
Okay,
you know what,
but just
Facebook
devil's
market.
advocate here. What if say and whatever I am, it doesn't matter. But let's say I'm an atheist, okay,
Yeah,
Sure.
and I don't want somebody who is very religious sharing my place with me
Mhm.
Right.
because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I
Yeah.
don't want to. Right.
Mhm.
That would be my prerogative because it's my house, would it not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
what you
see.
do
I see your
behind your
point.
closed doors is your business, right? It shouldn't play a
But say I'm
role.
renting the place, and I'm going to post. I don't want any Bible thumpers, right? I don't want no Bible thumpers in my place because I'm going to swear we're going to play heavy metal. We're going to probably have mock Satan fucking things on Saturday nights, whatever whatever
Yeah.
those heavy metal
Well,
guys do.
I don't, like I said, I don't want to get too deep into this because it's always a topic that doesn't end well. But
No, it doesn't.
I don't like it. I don't like the fact that somebody's telling me that I have to be, of a certain, let's say, origin or
Mhm.
religious belief, because there have been those on there as well. And it's like, well, what are you doing? Like, why don't, like by publishing it, it's like, come on, that is ridiculous. Or here's
It-
another
it-
one.
Could it be
Here's
for the
another one.
common, for the language or the
Well, that's what
camaraderie?
I was going to say.
Here's-
It totally is. But let's say you've got somebody who owns a building that has a
Yeah.
couple of apartments in it for rent,
Yeah.
and they're Mexican. They only speak Mexican, and all they want in their building is Mexicans, so they have people that they can talk to.
Well,
And
you know,
no matter
Right?
where you-
I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
You
but-
know what I mean?
yeah, but you can't shut everyone else out. However, if
Well,
you look
you can't.
at the
Dude,
buildings
you
But-
look at Toronto. You got Chinatown. You got Little Italy. You got all these different
Yep.
places, and that's what kind of makes Toronto is that you do have all these places, and we all live together, and we're not calling that little village shit village, right?
Yeah.
We're saying, hey, that's just a different village.
No, a fair
Yeah.
point, but you're going to find, like, I'm just talking about the landlords. I mean, if they were to discriminate and let somebody that, not let somebody in there who doesn't speak the language, I don't think that's fair. I see what you're saying, Hike, but when you think of it, it's almost like, well, okay, then why do we allow or put guardrails around, let's say, seniors, right? This building is designated for senior living. Right.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's because you don't want younger people and,
Parties
and all of that.
Yeah, but see, that's a little different again, right? You have like an adult community. There's no kids in the building. It's all older folks or single people or whatever, and that's fine because that's what they want. You can go on vacation too, and go to an adult only place, right?
Yeah.
Or
But
you can
help
go
me
to a
understand,
family
like,
place.
Can you,
So you read Murph's stuff here. You got to put up some of Murph's stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
do it.
almost afraid to with Murph.
So, and again, I think if you publish that, let's say, I only want German people in my building, then other people that don't like that, they can just say, well, it's my right to go in that building. No, that's ridiculous. You just say, okay, I choose not to go there. I'll go somewhere else.
Actually, Murph is kind of making sense here because he does the field he works in. He has to deal with
Okay.
stuff like that. So, huh?
Yeah. Well, it's true, right? I have friends who've gone over to China to teach English.
Yeah.
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 And they were specifically looking for Canadians because they wanted the Canadian dialect.
Yep.
Hey, he's
plan.
making a comment here about if they want 1,000 up front. No, it's not even about that. They want like 12 or 20,000 up front. They want the whole year. So basically, if you've got the money, you can level the playing field very easily by saying, I'll pay you, here's my credit, blah, 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 but I'll pay you a year up front, right? And Hike, to your point, yeah, if your landlord sucks, there's not a hell of a lot you can do.
Yeah.
Maybe in terms of recovering from it, but
yeah, that's ridiculous.
that would be a dumbass move. But you know what? There are a lot of people that have money and they will, they'll do stuff like that, right? So,
but the thing is,
Ringo, seeing that we're on this topic here, I'm gonna want to get some shit off my chest too.
Oh
yeah. About stupid people. Some real stupid people.
Okay. Were they in cars?
Yes. Yes, they were
Yeah.
in cars.
Thank you. I see them every time I go to the city.
No,
Oh my God.
Well, you may drive by one, but like today in Bancroft, I believe it was, a teacher left her 24-month-old child in the backseat of their car
Oh my God.
while she went to school and taught
The whole day.
all day.
Well, there's a brilliant
it
person
wasn't
that-
today. It was a couple days ago when it was really
Thursday.
hot. Right?
It was Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did it die?
Yeah.
Yes.
2-year-old.
and,
Came
and,
out after school and
Jesus Christ.
and this
How
person
happened.
is teaching people. They should never be able to teach again because they're not equipped up here to do so.
Not
They
only
were supposed
that,
to. She
like,
forgot.
why-
Oh
that
my
it was,
God.
She
Disgusting.
forgot the bit I heard, and I heard this actually because I know somebody who knows that person. But the was that she forgot to drop the toddler off at kindergarten while she went teaching for the day.
She killed her fucking kid is what happened.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she should go to jail.
How can you
indefinitely.
forget? You've left like your 2-year-old in the car.
Yeah, it's
And you can't
But
notice
shouldn't it
that.
be
You don't
mandatory?
notice
Like,
a kid in the
What
car.
about
so here's the thing,
about
guys.
the
Everybody
care
worries-
provider even? Wouldn't
Yeah.
the care provider, whoever watches their kid, say, "Oh, hey, Cindy, aren't you going to bring little Bobby in today?"
Yeah.
Thank you
Oh
very
no,
much.
sorry.
Probably,
Oh,
yeah.
I got Bobby in the backseat of my car, boiling to death. Oh, I gotta go get
Yeah,
him.
yeah, exactly. Like here's a stupid parallel. Oh, you know what? We got too many guns in Canada. All right. But hey, you know what? You don't need a gun to kill somebody. You just got to lock them in a fucking car on a hot day. Like,
Yeah.
It's people kill people, right? Like, anyway, whatever. That's a whole other thing. But
Yeah.
when that is,
I know, buddy. I know.
dumbass.
And that's a hot topic too.
yes, and for another day, perhaps.
Again, we're talking
George,
about
of that.
stupid people,
Oh my
forgetful people. Just
I don't.
But
Just can't imagine.
there has to be something like how do you do that? Like I don't think I've ever really left anything important in the car. Like I've grown up with dogs.
You're leaving on. Yeah, oh my
Okay,
god! Yes.
that's part of you. That's
you're leaving a
What-
child in a car.
You're leaving your
I don't
baby.
leave my wallet or my son or anything on the seat in my car. Before I get in my car, I have a quick peek. Then I get up and I lock it. And when you stand up, you can see inside your whole car.
Yeah.
So to leave a kid in your car, holy fuck.
Well,
Yeah,
anyway,
somebody I
you
just
know
got
what?
rid of
We don't.
literally
You know what?
would tell me to look in my back seat.
Yeah.
Right? If there
Yeah.
was any weight on it, if I put a symbol bag on it, if I had a kid sitting in it, as soon as I turn it off, it says
Yeah.
look in back seat.
Well, I mean, you know, you look at what was that movie, Home Alone, right? And
Yep.
they all hop on a plane, they forget their kid at home. So I guess the idea of you know, that sort of thing. Kathy's saying, "Don't get me started on the abortion laws."
Oh, we weren't gonna. We didn't even think of that until you brought it up.
To allow
Actually,
more
that
guns
was
after
that was
the-
going to be the other one I was going to bring up, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what, Kathy? Though that's a great point, right? Like
Yeah.
somebody has an abortion because they had a liquored up night at one of the bars in South Ajax. You know, I don't want to say the name of it, but anyway,
Mhm.
so
Yep. Yep.
you know, and then all of a sudden this happens, right? And then do you use that as a form of birth control? No, absolutely not. I don't condone any of that. What I do believe is women have a right to their you know, decisions in their own body. However, there needs to be, again, guardrails, right? And yeah, that's a whole slippery slope. But Kathy's point is really like you're focusing on all these gun laws and stuff like that, and guns are bad, but like we're, you know, what about if you believe that there's an afterlife? I won't get too far into that, but if an afterlife, what about the
Ticking
doctor?
all the boxes
thinks-
tonight.
The doctor's sitting in purgatory and he's like, "Hey, man, you know, what do you mean I have to atone for, you know, killing hundreds or thousands of unborn children? I don't know. That was part of my job, right?
Mm.
That's what I
yeah.
did. It's like, sorry, that doesn't fly. You know.
Well,
It's still a form of
I
murder.
know what you're saying though. Like everybody has their own opinion, right? And I think this is where we always lose it as humans is we try to make our opinion the right opinion and we try and push it on everybody else and tell them you can't do that because you got to do this.
Yeah.
That's not what it's all about. Everybody has their own way of thinking. So
Heiko, try and tell Ringo how to sing. Tell Ringo how to sing.
Hey,
to sing.
I got a little.
Yeah, tell Ringo how to sing.
All right. Can you sing like an angel there, buddy? Try and sing like an angel.
Tell him how to sing. You tell him how to sing.
I don't know how to sing, so I can't do that.
Oh,
there you go. My point is proven. You can't tell him how to sing because you don't know how to fucking sing.
That's right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I have to say though, like the voice of an angel can make anyone sing.
But that's the problem. People that don't know how to sing are trying to tell everybody how to sing, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And those people should just shut their big fat pie holes because that's the problem in today's society.
So
right?
anyway, all
people
this
have.
Well, I don't know. That's not in our society. It's in the fucking.
No, it's okay. We're allowed to have aggression. Stop it.
That's right. So Murph is saying City Lights in Sudbury, which was I think it was 1,000-seat bar, massive actually.
Oh wow!
There, and he just got me thinking. On a funnier note, there was a buddy of mine, Dave, used to play for Mount Allison football, and we were actually both heading to training camp for Sudbury Spartans. But anyhow. We worked at City Lights, and we were in the basement bringing empty beers down and restocking the bar. This bar would be open from I think it was 10 in the morning till 5 a.m. So after the drinks were off the table, they'd allow pop and whatever, right? So I think Murph brought this up because we talked about, people having a wild night. So Dave and I actually we were down in the. I don't think I can get charged for this now because it's beyond statute.
Too long ago.
The bars are like long closed, but we were encouraged. The bar manager said, "Hey, take all this stuff down. When you're there, grab yourself a beer." Right. So we're in the beer cooler having a few beers, and we passed out. We fell asleep because it was about 6 degrees down there, 4 degrees. And so they found us lying on our gym bags. Might have been a beer or two in it. But anyway, did I just admit to a crime?
Oops.
Yeah.
I've never committed a crime that I've never been caught for. And yeah, that's it.
So you get caught every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
every time. And Kathy's.
Thanks, Kathy. That's awesome.
Yeah, these are great points, and the idea of like, and everybody has an opinion on it, I suppose, but there's pro-life and pro-choice and all of that, and obviously, in this case, Kathy's example is absolutely right. If aborting is going to prevent the host mother from dying, then absolutely it's you're weighing the risk to that. And so I completely get that. It's a good point. But I think the bigger point here is that we worry about a lot of anyway, this is a whole other topic. I don't want to get into right now.
No, but it's true. Again, it's something that should be made up completely by the individual that's going through whatever it is they're going through, right? Yeah. It's your body. It's your choice. Sometimes terrible things happen. Sometimes accidents happen. Sometimes it's medical. Just everyone else, get your face out of it because it's got nothing to do with it. It has to do with that one person that's having the problem. Let them decide what they want, right?
Yeah.
It's just like you have all these poor refugee kids from other countries and you have all these bleeding hearts going, well, everybody should take one home. Look after them. Well, why don't you frickin' take one home, big mouth? They never do. All
And
they do
before-
is blah, blah, blah.
Before we forget, I want to go back, like Murph's comments on the rant and what landlords do. I think it's criminal, right? And he had a lot of good points there. So, and just want to say that that discussion is not to offend anyone, but
No.
my God, why would you publish those kind of things? I think that is very, segregating, stereotyping, and maybe in some form racism, right?
Well, and there's a smart way of doing things. You don't publish that. If you're a landlord and you have a couple of rooms, you interview people as they come in and they want a place. You just simply have to say yes or no.
Yeah.
Whatever goes on up in here, nobody needs to know anything about. It's just yes or no.
Absolutely.
Done. Stop publicizing shit like that.
Hey, just to maybe change the topic a little bit. Did you guys hear that tea is worse for you than beer?
Of course it is.
Tea is worse. Wow.
Tea is worse for you than beer. This guy, he discovered this last night. He drank 14 beers until 3 a.m. in a pub while his wife stayed at home drinking tea. She became so violent and angry when he got home in the morning, and he couldn't figure out why. He peacefully went to sleep. She shouted at him all night and even into the next morning. So, ladies, if you can't hold your tea, stop drinking it.
Yeah.
Don't drink your tea.
It all depends on what was in that tea, though, right? Magic tea.
Yeah.
Magic tea. I like that.
Little bit of buzz honey.
Well, we're having this sort of chat. We have something coming up here.
Now let's take a moment to review some of the global headlines from the internet news. Believe it. Believe it all.
I don't know what happened there. I didn't see anything.
Whatever's on the internet is true.
Absolutely.
God.
Oh,
whoa. Who the hell's that guy?
Hey.
So that's what he looked
Now
like.
you can't put me big now. I got
nice haircut.
I let everything out of the bag.
I thought you had a little tidbit, or was that it?
Oh, that was it. That was it.
What was it? No.
That was it. Don't drink tea. Tea will mess you up, make you angry and violent.
Absolutely.
Love that haircut. And now I do see the resemblance.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. There you go. That's better. Let's drink to that. Jesus.
You know what's funny?
Very nice.
George from the Atomic Ballroom and Heikadelic Show told me that if I wore headphones and a microphone, he'd teach me how to be a DJ in space. Well, I'm already up here. So where are you, George?
I am
Here, we'll go for a 90s haircut.
right next to where the
Messy.
Atomic Ballroom would normally be.
Yeah. So you got that up and running yet, bud?
No, next week. Not next week. Well, I've got everything new. I got my road case for my new mixer that arrived on Wednesday. It's massive. I'm like, Jesus. They're like,
You have to get a bigger car, don't you?
No, it's not the car. It's carrying it up the bloody stairs out of here. I've been like trying to figure out a way of doing it the last few days.
Time to take out the closet and put in a little elevator or a dummy waiter.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, man, it's huge.
So anything cool happened to you guys this last week? Like anything new, anything different, anything fun?
I did some karaoke on Saturday night. It was a lot of fun.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
What did you sing?
In a public place or just in someone's basement?
No, it was at a campground up north. So
yeah.
What songs did you do?
I can't remember. I don't know.
Sweet Caroline?
No.
Oh.
Kathy was up there singing, and she did a lot of Shania Twain, I guess. And
nice.
So a bunch of our friends
man
up there
of mine, better walk the line.
Yeah, a bunch of friends up there singing, and they were. It's surprising that like there are a lot of people with really good voices, right? They did a great
Yeah.
job.
Mm.
But
Well,
normally,
what-
like they're not musicians; they just love karaoke.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
When I'm thirsty, I do karaoke. Because I go up there, get a microphone, I start wailing into the microphone, and everybody throws beers at me. So it's perfect.
There you go. Yeah. So
Get that.
I do not have the voice of an angel.
You should get the voice of a drummer.
You know what? I joked
Did
about
you
this
see
a
that
while
thing I
back.
posted? The drummer thing?
I don't
Yeah,
can't remember.
And I even put on it, Derek, are you there?
Oh yes.
That was pretty cool.
Foo Fighters cover.
No, the guy, they're in a big auditorium. There was 500 drummers or something like
Yeah,
that.
they're playing My Hero, right?
No, they were doing the guy up front on stage who would do like a riff, and then everybody
yeah,
else
that
would
one,
do
yes.
it too. And they
Yes,
kept doing that. That was so awesome. I listened to that a whole bunch of times. That was so cool.
Here's something I got to tell you.
Okay.
That is awesome. And honestly, but I get so many videos sent to me. It is crazy.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing.
So you don't watch them all?
Well, no, it's not that I don't watch them all because I usually do watch them all. I try not to watch the the repeats. Yours,
Right.
I remember because everybody was sending it the Foo Fighters one, and then you sent this other one with them doing the sound off, right? Like one guy would play, and then like the other guys would play back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was cool. That was that as soon as you said that stuck out.
And those weren't easy riffs either. That was pretty complicated, but all of them did that together. It was so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat what they can do.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, go on Facebook. Look me up. It's posted.
Yeah, look them up. Faces Bar.
Yeah.
We'll stock his
So,
page.
Derek, question for you. As a drummer, if you could sit in with any band in the world, past or present,
Ooh.
who would it be? Who would you like to drum with?
Ooh.
Just sit in with?
Sit in with them for a night, whatever, a concert or anything.
Wow. That honestly, I think I self-absorbently, like any band, self-absorbently, I think I would want to sit in. I would want to sit in with Metallica.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think I could do justice to Lars's parts.
Yeah. Nice.
Maybe add a little to my own, but yeah, no. Metallica, yeah, I would would love to sit in with Metallica. That'd be awesome.
Right.
Why not? Because they're like pretty much the biggest metal band in the world ish, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very popular.
Yeah. Well, they wrote a love song. AC/DC never did.
So Ringo, here's the same question to you. If you got to sing with any band, who would you want to join and sing with?
I would say it's really a tough one. Yeah. There was a time actually when with I Mother Earth was actually no, that doesn't really qualify. They were looking for a singer. I actually sent a demo out to them, but I'm not.
Yeah, no, like any band, big bands from way back or now.
Yeah.
Milli
Which
Vanilli.
band would you dream of being on stage with?
Oh, anyone could sing with Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, and you can't say blood rock sausage either. That doesn't count.
You just stand there.
Well,
and
I
move your
mean,
lips.
Blood Rock Sausage would be definitely when that
Oh, voice
Hey,
of an
that
angel.
sounds like some death metal.
I honestly, I don't want to sound too. So it has to be a band, like a world famous band.
Well,
It's just who would you love? The number one that comes in your head. Who would you want to sing with?
Well, always, of
Not
course,
that
Motor
easy.
City Maniacs comes to mind, but I'm already
already
the
doing
singer.
it.
You've already done that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, like a famous band.
Oh, don't hurt his feelings like that. Come on,
It's all right. My feelings are not hurt.
George. Let's toast to
You
that.
know what? I singing for
Hang on.
Metallica.
Everybody, grab a drink. This is for Ringo. This is for him.
All
Oh,
right.
hang on, him.
I have to go
You
and
play
get
the other way. Oh, he's backwards.
Cheers, Ringo.
Hey, George, I say Metallica. But I do love like Korn and Slipknot to the point where
All right,
that would be
cool.
fun.
I have to go and get a beer. I'll be right back.
Oh,
Whoa.
we'll be right back, folks.
I'll be right back. So keep going.
George has to get a beer,
Bring
and
two with you,
maybe
George.
he has to piddle too.
No, I need a beer.
Okay, get your beer. All right.
Get your
I
beer.
wonder if he has to piddle. That all depends.
I've got to piddle. Whoa.
Jesus.
Now we look like a
Oh.
weird.
Our heads are taller now. Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
Well, you know what? It was so funny seeing all you guys there the other week. I stopped
I
by.
didn't even give you the CDs.
I know. It
even
totally
think about
screwed up because George came and saw me, and I gave him the stuff he wanted, but he forgot to bring me the flexi disc that he had to give me. I forgot to give you the memory stick. You didn't give me the CDs. I forgot to go back and bring the shirts back to Ringo to get other ones. It was a fail on all three, but I got to see all three of you in one day, and I thought that was awesome. I'd like to just see us all together one time. That would be cool.
So, did you ask your friend when he's going to make some stronger brownies?
Yeah, you know what? I told him what you did. He just laughed his ass off. He goes, "How was he the next day?" I said, "I texted him." He said, "He's good, no problem."
Yeah.
So I think there's a challenge. I think he might make something special for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we'll
So that
see.
old brownie didn't. Well, it definitely got you stoned, but
He got me stoned, but like no more stoned than I am right now.
yeah. Well, there's something with.
Wow. See,
I've
that
still
would put
got-
me. That'd put me in the hospital. Holy shit!
Oh, yeah,
I'd be
like,
so
I
fucked
couldn't-
up.
Or maybe you just hit a wall and you can't get stoned anymore.
Well,
Like I know
You do get to a point, right?
I had, what was it, last weekend? I had, the mini blunts kind of thing. I probably had 7 of those, and I
Oh,
was
geez.
yeah. Like when it comes to smoking it, I can smoke a lot, and it doesn't seem
Yeah.
to bother me. But
He
uh,
doesn't
see, for me-
inhale.
Yeah. For
What's
me,
that?
I'm a total
I
wimp when
definitely inhale.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
But
I'm a
but-
total wimp when it comes to smoking. I'll have like 2 or 3 puffs, and I start coughing, and then I'm done.
I don't like
want
coughing.
I don't want any more after that.
I bought this stuff called, it was like kind of a purple kush with lemon for some, I don't know what the
Oh.
lemon part was. But it was smooth. It was like, yeah, you could draw a lot of smoke in without feeling even a tickle.
I like the lemons and the blueberries.
I got some neat ones this year. I got grape ape and crinkle.
Mm.
You got crinkle. I got some old school.
Yeah, got some crinkle.
Yeah, I know the guys who started making that, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so interested in the plant itself right now because I hear they call it that because the leaves crinkle and they go around the bud
Mm.
when
It also has a
it
very
grows.
distinctive taste.
Yeah. Well, I know they both have a very distinctive smell right now, so they're both
Yep.
totally different. Yeah. Very cool.
Cool. Right on.
So we'll see how that goes, and in the fall we'll try it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, I don't try mine until December, January.
Yeah.
I gotta let it at least 2-3 months to
See, you know what's hilarious is I could turn my camera around right now and show you. I have it sitting right there on the floor. I have my buckets, my trays, everything. I've just been cleaning up my stems now from last season.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they're like so dry. It's you can hardly handle them. It comes apart, right?
Comes apart.
I
yeah.
put mine in pickle jars.
Yeah, I've heard people that do that.
Yep. Keep it in a dark space, and it keeps it hydrated, so it doesn't turn to dust, and it's easier on your throat.
See, I use ice cream buckets.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. It's 11 liters. It's a nice little pail.
Bottom, you're going to get a whole bunch of sand.
It has. Oh, really? It has a lid that seals perfectly airtight. Right.
Yep.
So that's what I use. I can't do all the mason jars.
It's
I
not
put
real
better
sand.
stuff in.
It's not real sand. It's
It's just the powder, right?
Yeah.
The dust.
Yeah, you keep that.
Yeah.
You smoke it or fucking use it to bake, like make butter out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
man.
I have I got the machine for Christmas this year, so that's what I'm going to be doing with this stuff. Is I'm going to start making some butters and oils and whatever, and then
I'll send you my recipe for making butter. It's easy.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Do you have an Instapot?
Nope.
Oh, you bought one of the? You got an extractor machine thing?
Yeah. I got the actual machine. Yeah. So with that, again, you make your butters, you can make your oils, you can make your tinctures, all that stuff, and then with those products, you make whatever the hell you want to make, right?
Right. What does it cut it down with? What does it break it down with?
It depends what you want to use, right? Tinctures, you use alcohol. Butter, you use butter and oils and that kind of. So there's depending on what you want to make, you use different products.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Cool.
But I want to get into making edibles.
Yeah. So for mine, what I do is I just use it's like a crock pot. It's called an Instapot.
Yep, I've heard of them, but I have crock pots. I don't have Instapots.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
And I got an old crock pot that I could use to do the shit with. I got it from a buddy.
You just get a mason jar. You know the 2 ounces of weed mason jar.
Yeah.
You get that one, and you just you decarb your weed, right? So you activate it first. So you like for the Instapot, I just go 40 minutes, let it gets up to 240, right? So it doesn't ignite, just heats it enough. Yeah. And then I put my butter in. I pre-melt my butter in the microwave, and then I just pour it in, and I give it another round of 40 minutes, and it's done. I just filter it, let it sit, and harden in the fridge.
Yeah.
And then
with
my recipe, I was supposed to put 1 pound of butter to a quarter of weed.
Mm-hmm.
So I used 1 pound of butter to 2 ounces.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Made it a little bit thicker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put
why
2
not?
jars
Right.
in. Yeah.
And then what do you make with your butter?
Myself, I don't make stuff with my butter. I've given it to people to make cookies and stuff like that. I'll put it on toast. I'll make my eggs with it. I'll replace something with butter in breakfast, right?
Right.
Cook my have an egg sandwich. Instead of putting butter in it, I'll put butter in it. That's the way. The first time I got butter from somebody, that's what I did. I thought, I'll just make a sandwich, and I got the salami, the cheese, the mustard, and the butter, and painted some bread, and away I went. And I had that sandwich, and an hour later, oh my god! Some things it tastes like shit, right? Like I thought butter would be good with KD. No, disgusting. It's gross.
KD's disgusting.
Yeah, but you got to understand, if you're a true pothead, you eat KD. It's just
no.
Yes. You there's going to be a time in your life where you're like, I am so hungry and I only have 10 minutes to eat.
I used to make that shit for the kids all the time, and when I made it, I liked it too. It turned out good. You take a big, huge scoop of Cheese Whiz, throw it in there, chop up some hot dogs, throw it in there, and it was tasty. But last fall at the grocery store, they had KD on sale, like really cheap, and I go, oh my god, I haven't had this shit in so long. So I bought 2 boxes just for the fun of it, and I came home and I made one. Right? First of all, I noticed when I opened the box, the noodles were microscopic, right? The pouch of powder was a little smaller, and I'm going, well, okay, whatever. So I put the noodles in the water, started boiling them, and I'm looking at it, and I'm going, the water's getting really thick. It was like a light gravy, and it wasn't noodle color. They were like a dirty, tanny brown color. It was just, it looked so nasty. But then I strained it, drained it, put it together, and it still didn't look the same. But when I tasted it, I just spit it out and throw the whole freaking pot in the garbage can. It was disgusting. I mean, freaking gross. I remember KD, I used to eat it, but the shit they have on the shelf now, oh my freaking God. No.
Poor man's tuna casserole, man. Add a can of tuna to it.
No, never again.
You got a meal.
The other box that I never even opened, it went right in the garbage can the way it was.
Protein in the pasta.
That's it.
No.
You got your starches, you got your protein. You're good to go.
Oh, no. Not going to happen again.
Actually, you want to know something, Heiko? What you have to try is Annie's. Annie's is real cheese and a better noodle. Like you have, well, you don't have to, but I prep the cheese before, like do it with milk, right? Cold, so it doesn't clump because it's real cheese and it clumps.
Yeah.
And I find Annie's is much more.
And where do you get that?
Anywhere. It's like a Zares, no frills, whatever.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
But it's way better tasting than
because I support Canadian products. I love craft. I'll buy anything craft if I can. But KD? No.
What happened to George? Did he not come back?
Oh. He had to go actually to the beer store to get his next beer because he forgot to buy some.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Holy shit, George. That was a long time. I told you at the piddle.
I didn't, let's go and find a cold one.
So you know what I'm going to do? Because I'm looking at one of these apartment ads right now. Okay.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
So it says a blank family is looking to rent a 1-bedroom house. DM for more information. So, yeah. I don't know what you
mean by a blank family. Can you give me a hint there?
Well,
he doesn't want to say what it is. It's probably like a Christian family or something.
Yeah, but not. But anyway,
okay.
So I'm thinking what I should do is really mess with these guys.
Is it like a race?
Because I'm going to say, well, hey, I'm,
is it a race? Like,
or a religion?
German family? Or
it's a religion.
Oh, it's a religion. Okay.
Which, you know what, that's a little more subtle than saying it, hey, we don't allow, or sorry, not we don't allow, you must be blah, 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 right? And it's funny because their church is either they've taken a picture of their church or their house is right next to one. So,
and you know what, Ringo, I get that. There's, let's say, a Catholic family and they're looking for Catholic tenants. They have some spare room and they want to have the same.
That still doesn't. No, I don't like.
No, seriously. I totally get that. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. They're not discriminating and say you cannot come here unless you're this. They're looking for.
You're not going to get accepted unless you meet.
Well, probably not, but that's what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, sure, but they shouldn't publish it. Is my point, right? If they want to look at an application and internally, they look at it and I just think it's in very poor taste.
See, the way I look at it, if I was to read that ad, right, and I was whatever they're looking for, I'd say, okay, there's a cool place for me to go. But if I was not, I would just say, that's not for me, and I would leave. I would not be the dickhead that says, well, you know what? I'm this and this and this, and I have a fucking right to be there and blah, blah. Suck it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want
double this.
Either. I get
that. But piss off. And that's where people get it wrong today, is they're entitled. They think it's all about them. It's not. It's these people are looking for somebody, within these guidelines to be in their home. There's nothing wrong with that. And everyone that doesn't like that, piss off and find another home because there's lots of them out there.
Derek, what are your thoughts on that?
That's my thought.
Well, my thought is
I think it's
You know,
all
you can always
discrimination.
include and disinclude, but if you're going to include the includers, then you can't disinclude the unincluded. So you have to include everybody, or nobody gets included, and then nobody gets a participation badge. And if nobody gets a participation badge, nobody wins. It's
And there's
just
no
one of
losers
those.
either.
I
Right? That's
right.
today's society. And that's what makes it so fucking sad.
Okay.
Hi, Richard.
I don't think, honestly, like,
Come on,
it
spit
is
it
such
out.
a renter's market right now, a landlord tenant market, is that everybody is looking for a place that
Yep.
you can be more picky, right? You can
Yeah.
say it, but
I'm going to
if
call
I'm
my
just saying,
real estate friend and ask the question.
I'm devil's advocate again. If I was
Yep.
to say I am looking for a white female to rent a bedroom, right? Not a psycho white female, because we saw that movie already.
Yeah.
Yep.
The white female, yeah.
Is there anything wrong with that? Like,
okay, so listen, here's the thing. I like if you had, let's say, a female that is more comfortable with sharing a house with another female, I sort of get that. Like, I do get that. But now what about the LGBTQ, consideration there, right? If you don't identify,
No.
you don't identify yourself as or Derek, you might identify yourself as a female, right?
Right.
So should you be told no? Because I mean, like, this is kind of what I mean, guys. Like, it's splitting hairs, but
it is. But it could be something that we don't know. Like George, or I think it was Georgie was saying earlier, right? It could be for the reason of, hey, we want somebody who's Hindu because we have Hindu children, and we want somebody who's going to be in our house who can help with that. Like, speak the language. So they speak English when they're at school, and they speak Hindu when they're at home.
Yeah. And again, it's the choice, right? It's just like you hear people, they go, well, holy crap, at 6:00 on channel 57, Star Trek's always on. God damn Star Trek. I hate Star Trek. Why the hell do they put Star Trek on? Change the effing channel. That's what's on. If you don't like it, watch something else. If you don't like this show, watch something else.
Yeah.
If you don't want a certain type of person in your place, get something else. It's all choices, people.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. It's not choices. Everybody tries to umbrella everything,
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, Sandra. What does the cheese sucks now? What does that mean?
She was talking about the KD.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
they
Derek.
did. The taste of the cheese is very different.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Never, ever again. So there you go. I just made a choice. I don't care who likes KD. That's great. I hate it. I will never touch it again. Garbage.
Annie's.
That's me.
Gotta try Annie's KD, buddy. Annie's.
And if you take that kind of attitude with everything else in the world, it'll be a much better place.
Hey, Heiko, you want to know what else about Annie's?
What?
Is that you can get shells. They got the little shells too, eh?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, bud. You know what? You got me curious.
Yeah.
I have to go look for it and try it.
Put 3 splashes of Frank's hot sauce in it. That's my trick.
Oh, no.
Just a little. Just a touch.
No. See, there you go again. Frank's hot sauce, absolute freaking garbage.
Oh.
Get some real hot sauce. It's vinegar and ketchup mixed together. It's disgusting.
So here's one that
I make my. Do you like
hot sauce? I can't do hot anymore.
Oh, you can't? I was going to say, I'll bring you over a jar of my own homemade hot sauce. You will absolutely love it. Ringo, do you like hot sauce?
I do. I love hot sauce. But
can you eat it?
Depends. I'm not as.
It depends. Again.
How about you, George? You like hot sauce?
No, I'm very intolerant of all that. I can't even drink a hot tea. I can't even drink hot tea and break out in a sweat and a rash.
Oh my God.
I'm very delicate. I've heard
That's
it.
funny.
Actually, it was my brother-in-law. Well, one of my brothers-in-law is Malaysian, Indian Malaysian, right? And I mean, they live in Australia now. But when we lived in England, he used to make these curries, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we don't. Everyone loved his curries. And I used to go around. I was in agony, like, but it felt like I don't want to be rude, but this is bloody awful. And sweat's pouring off me. So until in the end, I had to tell them, right? And like said, well, George, why didn't you tell us earlier? And like, so I used to make a very mild one just for me whenever I had the curry get-togethers with the family. So
I was in a restaurant with my daughter, and I was having some Szechuan type soup, and I asked for spicy, and I'm sitting there eating it.
Yeah.
And also, my daughter looks at me, and she goes, "Dad, are you okay?" I go, "Why?" She said, "I was totally red. I looked like a cherry, like George's shirt, and I was sweating all over." Yeah. And I was just like, "Oh my God, this is so good."
Yeah. Well, actually, Mrs. George, Liz, she loves hot stuff. She's like, and I remember one time we're still in England then, and we went to this Indian restaurant, and a real Indian restaurant, and she had the vindaloo there.
Oh, I love that.
And her lips were just like all red.
Red and puffy.
Yeah, her lips all red. But she was loving it. She was like, "This is great." And when we go out here, and she goes, she sees curry on a menu somewhere. She goes, "Well, what kind of curry is this? You know, like, is it real curry?" And she always says, "No, could you just add this, add some what, blah, blah, blah." And, you know, I'll taste it and blow my brains out. You know what I mean? But she goes, "It's pretty mild."
Well, let me know if you ever want, like, my hot sauce is not like stupid hot, but it is quite hot.
Oh, I can't.
But it has a nice taste to it.
Right.
And
it doesn't agree with
what
me.
you do is you have like chili or pasta or pizza. You can put your own amount that you want on it. But I love this stuff.
I'm
George, I have to ask you a question. You said Malaysia?
Yeah.
Oh.
So do you guys ever wonder whatever happened to Flight 370 in Malaysia? Right? Malaysian Flight 370? That's the one that went down in 2014 and never found anything.
Yeah.
Right.
No wreckage, no people, no.
Yeah.
So you have some info on that, buddy?
Do I? No, I just little things trigger me and ding and set off.
Oh, okay. You just kind of threw that out there and say, "Hey."
Yeah, he said Malaysia, and that was just one of those things. Like, I don't know, man. Like, is that something where they're gonna need a plane one day, so they steal a plane? And
it might be like,
they are.
Well, here you go. There's only 46 sleeps left till the big reveal on August the 14th.
Maybe we're gonna find out.
So it might be like at the end of Close Encounters. You know, they start finding the plane that disappeared. Like, you know, 20
back.
years. And everyone goes, "Well, you know, nothing's changed."
What were those planes that went missing in the Bermuda Triangle?
Triangle and ships,
like 19 or whatever.
Yeah.
So those warplanes, I was actually just watching on. I got a Fire Stick, so I can't remember which. It was some documentary, anyways, and it was about the planes that got lost, and they found like 4 planes out that were the same as the ones that went missing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Nice. I guess there was I think there was like 7 or something that all together, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff disappeared in that area.
Yep.
And that's what they're going to tell us on August 14th.
August 14th, 46.
Hey, Ringo, you're muted, just so you know.
Yeah, unmute yourself there, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, don't call me buddy, guy.
Don't call me buddy. I'm not your buddy. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I guess we'll find out on the 14th.
Yeah, 46 sleeps away.
Okay, so here's another one. Smokers and pet lovers, please excuse. That means fuck off. Students, this is where it goes a little wanky. Students / working professionals preferred.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Really?
There's a big difference between
those are 2 different things.
Absolutely. Like, So that either means families with kids.
No, working class professional. No, that's somebody who's working by themselves. They're professional. They
That's
do not have a family.
working professionals is someone
It's somebody
that works
who's
their
not
ass
gonna
off
be there
all day.
the time.
Hey,
Yep,
hookers
and
and,
then they-
drug dealers are professionals as well. Okay,
Well,
let's not
like
forget.
my buddy Joe. My buddy Joe rents a room. We'll talk about it to him next weekend.
Yeah, and
he rents a room in Toronto off a guy. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I've been there. Yeah.
So he's just
and students, holes
No,
in the walls, beer everywhere. Like,
No,
come
but
on.
I don't, you're absolutely right. Don't get the logic here whatsoever.
I just
Is
think
it
it's because it's part
discrimination?
time. It's
Probably
not
not.
full time. They're only there.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is go through all of these ads and I'm going to clip some. that
Okay.
are highly discriminative.
Yeah.
Discriminative, and or just simply dumbass, right? And
Yep.
maybe we'll post them next week
Mm-hmm.
because really, an idiot's an idiot.
Post them on our Facebook
There's all
site.
different types of idiots. Come on, as I said before, some days I think stupid people should be shot. Other days I'm dodging bullets.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think stupid people, I have my thoughts, but right now, what I do is I find them entertaining. I watch Fail Army, the Fail Army channel. I want to sit down for 10 minutes and I'll watch them. I laugh my ass off.
I guess overall, I'm upset with the real estate at both levels, the rentals, and so rentals have become as difficult to get secured in a decent one, bid wars on houses, right? And it prices everything and everybody out of the market. So, my kids are, I have my daughter and her boyfriend, but they, they're into their 20s and mid 20s, and they should be able to leave the nest. And maybe that's why I'm really pissed off.
Well, see, that's the thing too. Like my buddy, he's moving from northern Mississauga, like south of Orangeville type thing, and he's coming out to Beaverton, right? And his son lives in the basement, and his son lives there for free. He's just a basement dweller, right? He's one of the kids. So now the kid is freaking out. He's upset as hell.
Yeah.
Because the cheapest place he can find to rent is $2,000 a month.
Wow.
$2,000 a month.
Yep.
To rent a basement apartment.
Yep.
And that's why we have all these problems today. That's why you have young people still living with their parents.
Yep.
Because the market is bullshit. Like how? That's rent. That's not getting a house.
Do you want to hear something though? This is my conspiracy minded way of thinking.
Uh-oh.
Okay. What is the best way to kill a population off? By stop it from breeding. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the easiest way to stop families from happening? Have the prices of your house too expensive. You can't afford anything else. You can't afford to have 5 kids.
Yeah.
You can afford a house.
Well, unless you're on fucking welfare.
No, I'm just that's another conspiracy. And
no, that's the whole problem with the system. Is you have young people, and every kid they make, the government gives them so much money a month, so they go, holy shit! If I had 5,
I grew up on a farm. I've worked pretty much my whole life, right?
Yep.
I never understood the welfare system, how it worked, what happened, right? I just called everybody who was on it bums because I was uneducated. I had no idea. So that's what I did. Then I talked to a friend who grew up in the system. And we were doing whatever we were doing and talking. And I said, how can you have no aspiration to get a job? How can you not have a job? We are both the same people. We are doing the same thing. You live off the system. I pay my own way.
Right.
And he said, I have come to realize this after years, but he goes, when I grew up in the system, the only thing I looked forward to is turning 16 and being able to get student welfare. Right? But he didn't know better, because as soon as you get student welfare, you can get freedom. You can get out of your house. You can get out of the abuse that's happening there, physical, mental, whatever type is happening, right?
Yep.
So that, as he said, I turned 16 and that's what I did. And there was no aspiration. I didn't realize that if I got a job, I could make in 1 week what I make in a month, right? Because I was never shown that. I never had the guidance. And that totally made me look on it different. There's some people it's not their fault they're on welfare. They don't know any better. They've never been shown any different.
Yeah, and they've been brought up to, hey.
And
anyway.
I totally get that, Derek. And yeah, there are people like that out there. Unfortunately, I didn't grow up meeting those kind of people. I met the ones that were just too lazy and just sucked off the system, because it's easier for me to sit at home and do nothing than it is for me to go and get a job and work all day.
I don't know if Murph is still out there, but he works in that field, and he's got a lot of stories. And like welfare, when I look at the amount of money that, just from a tax standpoint, I've been in a 50% tax bracket for years, which is if you're a millionaire, you're taxed 50%. Okay. If you're making good money, 100 and whatever, 50,000 plus, you're taxed 50%. Same bracket. But when you start to look at things like on the, in terms of the welfare system, there are cases where it's absolutely warranted. And I've got some friends in pretty high levels in what do they call it? Like, anyway, managing the welfare cases and everything. So there's a lot of diligence around it now. So, you can't just be lazy sitting on your ass, right? But I think Hike, where you're going, and I felt like this a long time ago, was like, if you're healthy and able to work, but just for a reason can't find something, then the welfare, why can't we take that government subsidy or welfare and put people to work doing stuff like that isn't
I'll tell you exactly why.
Yeah.
This has been a real piss off for me and the governing forces, because I thought the same thing. Okay. You have people, they're collecting money from the government. So you know what? They don't have to work a 40-hour week because of whatever situation, but you put in 15, 20 hours a week, right? Community services, whatever, work for your community, and we will give you some money, right? Your welfare. So there was a politician who said exactly that. He said, all right, these people that are staying at home and getting a check every month, we should have them do something in their community to warrant the money that we send them. We can have groups of people that go to the public parks, cut the grass, clean up the garbage, that kind of stuff. Paint the play equipment if it needs painting, like do community work, right? And it was completely kiboshed. And the government said that we cannot force anybody to do what they don't want to do.
They do every day.
Yeah, but this is what they said, and they kiboshed it. All us working class people, do we want to go to work every day? I think a lot of us would say, no, I'd rather go fishing, or I'd rather go drink beer in my backyard by a campfire. But no, we have to go to work to pay our bills. So why is it that people on welfare don't have to work because they don't want to? And that's the problem with our system right there.
Yeah.
The problem.
Everybody should be a piece of their community, and people get rewarded for doing their due diligence They get a check. They can buy their groceries. They can buy food. They can buy their beer.
That's the problem right there, though, Hike. It's the check. They should not get a check.
No, and
You
I
should be
agree with
given-
you 100%.
Here is your place to live,
Mhm.
right? It's going to be
Yeah.
this place.
It's looked after. It's looked after.
Here is your food,
Yes.
right? You don't get 57 channels of cable,
Right.
No.
right?
No.
You can have a basic package.
You don't get beer. You don't get cigarettes.
A compute, maybe internet, right? So your child
Yep.
can be online to do school,
Yep.
right? At least
Yep.
do some work. You can have an internet to look for jobs.
Mm-hmm.
It should all be broken down, not just here's a check for you or deposited right into your account, and then you go out and you buy crack with it on Friday, Saturday. You
Thank
buy
you very
Nike
much.
with it on Monday and hope that they last you until you get your next check on baby bonus.
Yeah. So the system is broken. We know it's broken. But who the hell are we going to get to fix it or try to fix it? Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
How do you do
We know, we understand. We talk about this kind of stuff all the time. And it's not just us on the show. You talk to the general public and they get it. They understand. But our governing forces are the ones that are breaking the system. So how do you fix it? Right?
Get rid of the governing party.
Yeah.
Anyways, Heiko, it is 11 o'clock. And now we
Do you
just
know where your children are?
politics.
Do you remember those? Do you remember those commercials?
One of them is right over here.
It's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
behind the door again. I forgot.
Yeah, where's our joke?
No, he wasn't into it tonight. I asked him. He's like, nope.
What?
I'm like, okay. So
Really?
we might be adding a little jokester.
We need one for next week for sure.
Yeah. Next week. Hey, it's after the long weekend. You never know.
I know.
Might learn a good one over the long weekend.
So look at this one here.
All right, it's a long weekend. Yeah.
Tenants cannot consume alcohol.
Yeah.
Discrimination against alcoholics. I'm out.
Yep. Must not use heroin more than 15 cc's per shot. Wow.
So
Not even a 16 cc guy.
I have a house with a basement apartment for rent.
Yeah.
And I've had students, I've had young families, I've had a whole bunch of people live in my basement.
Yeah.
And every time there's a party, shit gets busted in my fucking house. The fence gets broken, the windows get broken, the drywall gets busted, the toilets break.
Right.
So every time there's a party in my house, alcohol, stuff happens to my property. So you know what? No more alcohol on my property.
Okay.
Right? You know what I mean? There's reasons why people post these things.
How about I don't drink? I don't want alcohol on my property. It might it might
I used to be a raging alcoholic. I'm better now. I don't want alcohol on my property because I don't want to be tempted. There's reasons for all this shit, right?
George played the la la la.
Uh-huh. And
Yeah.
I get it, right? So people post that because that's their wish, right? So you gotta go by that and say, okay, these people don't want anyone drinking on their property. Okay, I can't sit there and go, well, I drink like every night and blah blah blah, and fuck you. I want to have the right to live in your apartment. No, suck my dick. Go somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
There you go. There's Keisha. We'll never be able to buy a house. No.
So how your apartment, is it up for rent right now, Hike?
My apartment?
you'll be able to. It'll just take a couple of years.
Well, the only apartment I have is in the barn.
Oh, I thought
we
you said you had one in the basement.
No, not me.
Okay.
No.
Figuratively
It's
speaking.
it's in the barn.
Yeah, it was a figurative.
No, I was just
I got it.
saying, right? I was just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
So people have to stop criticizing other people's beliefs and thoughts and just accept it and say, I don't like what they're saying. I don't like what their stipulations are for me to rent their place, and
Mhm.
move on. Just move on. There's lots of places out there, and you will find a place. It's just like dating. Do you stay with the first person you meet because you're dating and want to have a partner? No.
Yeah.
You go through it. I don't like this. I don't like that. Is that discrimination? No. It's a choice.
Yeah.
So when you go out there and you're looking for rent or you're looking for this or even buying a car, you're making a choice. Everybody has to accept people's choices and let them do what they want to do, and you do what you want to do. It's so simple.
Live your life. Let other people live theirs.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's pack it up, Hike.
You want to go?
Yeah.
Ready for bed?
I'm going.
Well, it's the end of the show, and Keisha finally fucking shows up and says hi. Like, holy crap.
I don't think she said hi
I think
yet.
we're going to miss other people. Okay, no, she didn't say hi. She's just bitching.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
specific.
Well, and she's a renter, so this is what you're going to get from her because she's looking and she finds all these different stipulations, right?
Yep.
No smoking, no guests, blah, blah,
Mhm.
blah, 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 right? But
Mhm.
those are people's choices because you're going to be living in their home. So if you don't like what they say, go to the next one. Go to the next
Don't
one.
like it, lump
And
it.
you'll eventually find what you want. And yeah, it's hard, right? It's difficult, or
It ain't gonna
you
get
spend
any
a lot of
easier.
time looking. No. But anyways, George, I was going to ask you to plug your show, but you're not ready yet, are you?
No, I'm not ready yet. No.
Heiko, what's on your arm?
Where?
Your back of your left arm.
There?
Are you diabetic?
What are you talking
Yeah, that-
about?
Yeah, that white dot.
That right
Is that
there?
a fucking Apple Tracer?
Yeah. The cops need to know where I am at all times.
If somebody's gonna steal you.
No, that's the glucose monitor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just take your phone and go beep. It tells you what your glucose is.
Cool.
I recommend it to anybody who's diabetic. I don't have to prick my finger anymore. I just take my phone and go pop anytime I want. I can do it 50 times a day. It doesn't matter.
That's awesome.
That's all it is. And what
Oh,
it
yeah.
does, while it's on, it's actually recording your glucose levels. So you could do it like every 3 hours, and it tells you over the last 3 hours what your levels were.
Right.
Right? We do the pin prick thing. It just tells you at that exact moment.
So,
So-
Hike, what is there? I guess there's like a needle or something that goes into your arm, right? When you put that.
It's the weirdest thing. There is a tiny plastic needle in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't actually measure your blood. It measures something else in your body, like in your fat and in your tissue.
Yeah.
It's a totally different science, but it's pretty good. I find sometimes they're not right on. So
Yeah.
what I do is I still have the old-fashioned finger prick stuff. So when I put one of these on, I'll take a few readings like over a day, and then I will check them with the old style. And sometimes you find it's off by 1 or 1.5 or something like that. And it's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Go in the hot tub, go swimming, shower. It just stays there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
What was all that bitching going on? I saw Keisha and everybody else with lots of exclamation marks and zeros and whatnots. What was that? Before we sign off and see what they had to say.
Oh, they were just whatnots.
It was just I'm going to bed.
Oh, just like that, eh?
Good night.
Well,
all.
I guess we're going to bed too. So I want to thank.
Have a great week, Sandra.
Yeah, I want to thank our guests that were on the show tonight. Melanie, again, #1. That's 3 weeks in a row. And aren't we having her on sometime soon?
Next weekend.
Next
Her
week.
and I believe Joe, my buddy Joe.
Yeah.
Melanie got Generation X Billy Idol, wasn't it? Tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
she did. She's just
They and
our
they have
super fan.
the Bannock Shack Field Bash every year, and it's the
Yep.
August long weekend.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it's 50 bands this year. I don't quote me on how many
50
bands.
bands.
Yeah,
Wow.
50 over the weekend.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, man.
And where
When
is it?
the August long weekend? Is that the end of the year? End of August, right?
No, the beginning.
Beginning.
Simcoe Day.
Yeah, it's the
Okay,
next
so
one, not this one. It's the one
It's
after.
before the 14th, so we're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a week.
Yeah,
after that.
it's
We've
before
got a
the
week
14th,
left,
so we still go party before the aliens come.
before the end of the world. Yeah,
What? Oh,
And-
is it July 14th or August?
August.
August 14th.
August. Okay.
Yeah, we just squeeze it in just in time.
Yeah. Yep. Just in time.
So, and where is this big bash?
It is in. I want to say Butternut Falls, but it's open Napanee.
Okay.
Roblin, Ontario.
All right. Everybody look that up. Go there, be there. It's going to be the last party we have.
21 bands.
21 bands?
Yeah, 21
All right.
bands.
It'll be the last party we have before the aliens come.
Before the end of the world.
Coming to take me away.
Your last weekend.
So, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
You're the best co-host a man could ever ask for. You guys are rocking. Thank you again, Melanie, for being the first and our super guest. And I also want to thank Sandra Alusan. I don't know if I said that right, but awesome to have you on. Murph, Kathy, Richard, Keisha, you guys all tune again next Monday night because we're going to be here at 9:30 on the Heikadelic Show. See you guys. Have a great week. See you on the flip side.
Should have been guitar.
What's that? What's that? Cheers, everybody.
Well, that's another wrap for the Heikadelic Show, folks, so time to get dirty. And don't forget, listen in next week on Monday night and every Monday after that for the Heikadelic Show at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like more information on the Heikadelic Show, please find us at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. We'll see you all next week on the Heikadelic Show. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor for the Heikadelic Show, it's easy. Just send us an email at info@theheikedelicshow.com. Meanwhile, you can browse our website at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. Click on our sponsor tab and find out more information on sponsorships. Thanks for joining the Heikadelic Show, fans.